Hello and welcome to How to Play Beggar Your Neighbor, presented by GatherTogetherGames.com. This video will cover how to play the card game Beggar Your Neighbor. The video will start with the general concepts and gameplay, and then get into more of the details for the game. The game is played with 2 players. To play, you will need a standard 52 card deck. Each player is given 26 cards. The cards remain face down in front of the players. The object of the game is to get your opponent to run out of cards. The round begins with the non-dealer playing first. Player 2 flips over his top card and places it into the middle. Play then moves to player 1, who does the same. Play continues back and forth until an ace or a face card is played. When an ace or a face card is played, the opposing player will have a different number of chances to counter by playing an ace or a face card. If an ace is played, the opponent gets 4 chances to play an ace or a face card. If a king is played, the player gets 3 chances. If a queen was played, the player gets 2 chances. And if a jack was played, the player gets 1 chance to play an ace or a face card. Player 2 flips up a queen, and now player 1 has 2 chances to flip an ace or a face card. Player 1 does not counter the queen from player 2, and player 2 gets to take the middle pile and place it on the bottom of his pile. The player that takes the middle pile begins the next pile. Player 2 flips the first card. Player 2 flips a jack, and player 1 gets 1 chance to counter it. Player 1 does so by flipping a queen. The play moves back to player 2 now, who has 2 chances to counter player 1's queen. Player 2 does so on the first card with an ace. Player 1 now must counter with 4 chances on the ace. Player 1 is able to counter with an ace on his second flip. This continues back and forth until a player is unable to counter. Player 1 is unable to counter player 2's jack. Player 2 adds the middle pile to his pile and starts a new middle pile. Skipping to the end, player 1 plays a king. Player 2 counters with a jack on his first flip. Player 2 counters with a king, and player 2 runs out of cards playing on the king. With player 2 out of cards, player 1 wins the game. When a player is out of cards, he loses, even if the cards in the middle are not won by the other player. The game can be played with more than 2 players. The cards are dealt out as evenly as possible. That wraps up How to Play Beggar Your Neighbor. Thanks for watching.